Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning and happy Tuesday to you. What an exciting time to be in the digital asset space. Holy cow. Holy wow. Holy wow, as I like to say. So, guys, listen, the market has been doing what the market does, a little bit up, a little bit of down. It is exciting to see that some of the TA guys, some of the great TA guys in the space, if you will, uh, are saying that the XRP, the digital asset XRP, it broke the major resistance at 30 or 31 cents, and now that is acting as support. So that is really, really cool. And so, I listened to a little bit of blockchain backer, listen to DIY investing, and then I did see a thumbnail from High Altitude Investing who said XRP will never be this low ever again. So really, really excited about that. Let's look at the overall numbers. Let's look at the overall numbers here really, really quick. Yeah, so Bitcoin is at 12,214. That is really, really cool. $12,214. Ethereum is at 428 bucks. I don't know. I sold out of say like 80% of my link and put it into Algo. Not financial advice. This is just something that I did, and I thought, maybe I could have, got some some more ETH with that. Maybe I should have done that, but we shall soon see. I am high on Algo, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, Link. Thanks for the gains. So 6-7x on that. So that was cool. So Bitcoin is at $12,210. Ethereum is at $428 per. And XRP's 30 cents, 30.8 actually. So not too bad. Bitcoin Cash is at $312. Link is in the number 6 spot, $16.42. So I sold it right around 19, so not bad. Litecoin is at $65.78. Bitcoin SB, $224.17. Interesting. Binance coin is at $23. Cardano wraps up the top 10 at $13.08. Actually, I'm going to go to 11 because, Tether. And so EOS is at number 11 at $3.68. I want to give a shout out to, and again, once again, a thank you to XRP Army News. I think I had a great time hanging out with him, and for him to say this on Twitter is pretty cool. And I appreciate him taking the time to actually tweet this out. So it says, highest recommendation I can give. Character and integrity matters. At Crypto Siege has those qualities oozing out of every pore of his body. Great video today. Give him a subscribe and a follow if you haven't. It is not what you say, it's who you are. This is a better man than. So that was pretty cool. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that big time, guys. XRP Army News is doing something in the community I think is pretty significant, in that he is taking the time to reach out to just community members, right? Reach out to them, and he does it like a personal interview and getting to know them, and then allowing us to get to know other people in the community. So that is a pretty cool deal. I hope that he continues to do it. And I know I have to do that little, what is it, that 10 to 15 second video. I want to do that for him as well. So again, XRP Army News, thank you, my friend. I definitely do appreciate that. So listen, Galvatron is in the news, our beloved Galvatron. We all love Galvatron, right? This is one thing that I'll say with him, right? He does not disappoint in terms of entertaining. So it was really, really cool to see. This is Galvatron's blog. If you liked some good content, right? He really has a good grasp of kind of everything that's kind of going on in the space, I think. And it's always good to check out different perspectives, right? So that you have a well-rounded view. It's not so much about being right or wrong, but it's, having different ways of looking at the same thing. And so Galvatron is on galvatron.net. If you'd like some interesting reading, that's where his blog lies, galvatron.net. And so he's talking here about the Flare network and this recent announcement that we've all been hearing about Flare and what they're looking to do. I know Sam I am was hugely excited about it. Mickey B. Fresh, also very, very excited about it as well. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to go into Galgachan's take on Flare, because I know when he was on Twitter, he was optimistic, and then he had some reservation. So let's check it out and see. Again, the rumor, not the rumor, but the word essentially is this Flare network is really going to allow XRP to get into the DeFi space in a major way. And I'm going to share some thoughts from Gangachan on this. And I think it's important to kind of understand it. Smart contracts and DeFi. Let me do a couple of things here first. Let me tell you his bit of his caution to the community, because I do think this is important. DeFi is definitely a big time space. Decentralized finance, it's really, really picking up. It feels like it's the ICOs of 2016 and 2017. So DeFi, decentralized finance, where essentially it operates on smart contracts, and it's trustless, supposedly a trustless thing. And it's really, really big, right? It's a really, really big space right now. But I do like his word of caution here. So this is important. He says, bit of a tangent. DeFi is not a project or a platform. It's just a category of smart contract software with no real specific definition other than the software handles money in a trustless manner. Do not assume that because a project or platform labels itself as DeFi, that it's automatically something to blindly pour your money into. DeFi projects require exactly the same scrutiny as any other project, for it's just as easy to make a DeFi scam as a token scam. Be smart. Educate yourself on any project that claims to be DeFi. I'm not going to discuss specific DeFi projects here. As always, do your own research. I also mentioned that there would be other benefits from DeFi. These would be as hard to anticipate or predict. Just like the internet today would have been difficult to predict from 30 years ago, innovation in such a rich paradigm with programmatic ability to manage value has limitless potential. And the new concepts that will manifest as we move forward will be unlike anything we've ever seen. Mostly because these concepts could never have existed without this technology. It's a great point, my friend. So there's Flare. It's talking about flares. And this is important here now. He says, Flare, this is the best thing to happen to XRP ever. I repeat, and I'm reading his blog now. I repeat, this is the best thing to happen to XRP ever. What is it? Okay, in a nutshell, Flare is a new blockchain development supported by Ripple's Spring, by the way. It's different than Ethereum, but has a lot of similarities. It has its own native coin, Spark, just like the XRPL ledger has XRP as its native coin. The Flare blockchain is premised on the same EVM, which is the Ethereum virtual machine. So the Flare blockchain is premised on the same EVM as the Ethereum blockchain, which essentially means that a lot of the same capabilities that Ethereum has will also be possible on Flare. Why is this so important to XRP? Because up until this point, it required specialized, centralized, proprietary development to automate XRP transactions. Specialized, centralized, proprietary development. Not very reflective of the crypto ethos at all, right? By integrating XRP into Flare, now there's an establishment, decentralized, very matured development platform that can unlock all of XRP's DeFi potential. And what's important here is decentralized and mature development, right? So allowing for exponentiation of XRP adoption, as not only can people use XRP, but now machines can too. Machines will use XRP in exponentiating volumes. That's a massive statement. Machines will use XRP in exponentiating volumes, unlocking all of XRP's untapped value, far outpacing any direct human cases, and that should excite you. That's a major statement. It really is a major statement, and we shall soon see, but that's a huge statement. Far outpacing any direct human use cases, and that should excite you. Guys, Gal Gachan's take on Flare for just a second. Let me read a little bit more. I think this is interesting. So what has happened to Codius? You know, we all were excited and waiting for Codius. We heard it just kind of got back in beta. Wasn't that supposed to be the processing layer for XRP? Yes, it was, but either lack of interest from the core developers or just Codius shortcomings, like its setup, configuration, complexity, or centralization, etc., just couldn't seem to get it out the door in a meaningful time frame. And now it sits largely idle in terms of development. I'm not sure if that's an accurate statement, but it may rear its head in the future again. Who knows? But the one trick pony that made Codius so important was the idea that it could safely store secrets, which are needed to access XRP balances trustlessly. However, Flare has a clever mechanism for eliminating the need for the blockchain to store secrets by offloading that duty to its agents that have staked money. So it's not in the agent's interest to have XRP go missing. That's under their management. Thus, if Flare can effectively work with all other blockchains without the need to support secrets, then what has Codius really got to offer? All right, interesting stuff here. So it says, why isn't Ethereum good for XRP, but Flare is? Ethereum can't do anything with XRP or any blockchain for that matter. Ethereum can only work with ETH or ERC20 tokens that are already on the blockchain. In fact, the Uniswap DEX on Ethereum doesn't offer XRP or other non-Ethereum coins because of its lack of interoperability with other blockchains. The lack of interoperability between blockchains is a significant current DeFi shortcoming that many projects like Hyperledger, ILP, Link are attempting to solve, not always in a trustless manner either, but it's been proving exceptionally difficult to hit the sweet spot of decentralized, anonymous, trustless, real-time, programmable, and truly agnostic. That's a lot of spots to try to hit, right? There are some potentially promising solutions out there, but Flare's architecture in particular has a clever solution that I really like and works with any blockchain. I'm not going to get into any gory details too much because you can read the white papers yourself. It can handle the information density, if you can handle the information density, but essentially, Flare incentivizes agents to stake a bunch of Spark on the Flare blockchain, and now they're allowed to receive XRP from people that are looking to get its twin, FXRP, minted on the Flare blockchain. Put simply, you would collateralize your XRP on the XRP ledger to get FXRP on the Flare blockchain. When you want to convert back to XRP, you simply send your FXRP to the agent's Flare address, and then he sends you XRP from his XRP holdings on the XRP ledger. The agent is the only link between the blockchain. Flare itself can't see the XRPL, and vice versa. The reason the whole process of exchanging XRP and FXRP back and forth is trustless. It's because the agent has staked lots of Spark far more than the amount he can hold in XRP. If he misbehaves, you just automatically get the appropriate amount of spark from his stake. You can't lose money. What this all adds up to is the marriage of Ethereum's programmability for smart contracts with the power and glory of the XRP ledger formula, one crypto rocket. You see, the problem with the original Ethereum blockchain is that the smart contracts and crypto live on the same blockchain massively increasing the resource demands on miners and wallet holders, and necessarily producing massive globs of expensive blockchain congesting data for which only a small fraction would actually be for value transfer. By having XRP and Flare in two separate blockchains, you not only avoid encumbering XRP's butt kicking, he doesn't use the word but butt kicking value transfer performance, but at no ledger performance penalty whatsoever, you now also get a Turing complete, meaning robust programming language, very smart, very mature smart contract layers with full and trustless XRP ledger interoperability. It's an amazing combination that will lay some serious smackdown on all over Ethereum's fat, expensive, low throughput butt. So he's got a couple of butts in there. So as in BUTT. But wait, there's more. Don't let me give you the impression that Flare is faithfully married to XRP. No, like a spoiled gold digger. Okay, XRP doesn't even know Flare exists. It just takes his money. Flare, well, he's not exactly the commitment type either, and so it won't be long before some other floozies in the picture. So in other words, you're saying that he can operate and do other different assets, not just XRP. And so again, I think, let me say, in other words, the only thing better than incorporating smart contract functionality, so only XRP benefits, is to allow other coins to benefit from smart contracts in the same arena, putting them within XRP reach so XRP can finally showcase its vastly superior tech during the FXRP and XRP conversions and bash the competition's head-ins. Galvatron is quite the colorful guy. Like I said, very entertaining. It may be a tad biased how I spun that, but doesn't make it any less true. So he's really, really excited about it. And I know Mickey B. Fresh has been really, really excited about it in the Telegram chat. And essentially, being able to leverage all things that are XRP in the DeFi space is massive. And I just think having that use, him saying like machines being able to use it, I think is absolutely important. But an even bigger level is obviously other coins can come in here, other projects can come on here and take advantage of the Flare platform, but more importantly, take advantage of what XRP can do and all these different tokens, and right, it's agnostic, and all these things that the XRP ledger can do is going to be highlighted. Of course, whenever you're using XRP, right, there's always that burn. So it's going to be an absolute great thing for XRP, I believe. And so, yeah, so this is really, really exciting. And again, this is something that Spring did invest in the development of this Flare platform. So I do think it's kind of interesting that kind of haven't really heard anything from Ripple about Flare. I find that to be interesting. But in any case, here's something that I really want to share with you guys. Shout out to Galvatron. Thanks for sharing, my friend. Appreciate that. So the United States Postal Service filed a patent for blockchain. I find that to be very, very interesting. U.S. Patent Trademark Office. This is, let's see, United States Postal Service, a blockchain patent. It's funny because I've been seeing videos and tweets and pictures, right, of all of these mailboxes being hauled off, right? being hauled off. That's an interesting thing to me. And I'm thinking to myself, the whole mail-in voting thing, right? It's good, then it's not so good, then it's good, then it's not so good. And I'm thinking, what's going on with the United States Postal Service in this current administration? It doesn't kind of add up that there's a kind of a beef, right? A disagreement that's being publicly aired. Something doesn't add up to me. And then I see this patent. Shout out to Alex G for sharing this with me. I just find that to be very, very interesting. And so he shared this guy's tweet with me. It's from Brian Rommel. Boom, the United States Postal Service just filed this new patent, secure voting system. It uses blockchain, of course, but also the prospects of Bitcoin. Read this deeply. It says a lot about things ahead. This is past politics report to clients. And so I'm right. And so it's blockchain. Why is the United States Postal Service getting into the blockchain game? And I'm going to read a little bit from the patent that they filed, but I want to just kind of piece some things together for you, see if this makes sense. This is Wikipedia's definition of who and what is the United States Postal Service. It says the United States Postal Service, also known as Post Office or U.S. Mail or Postal Service, is an independent agency of the executive branch of the United States federal government, responsible for providing postal service in the United States, including its insular areas and associated states. It is one of the few government agencies explicitly authorized by the United States Constitution. So this says this is an independent agency, much like the SEC and the CFPB, right? And the OCC. And I'm trying to just put together in my brain, why is the current administration in a disagreement with the United States Postal Service? Why are mailboxes being hauled away? And why did the United States Postal Service file a blockchain patent? Right? What was it just gets me thinking about what was the real reason why this current administration just decided to go into the mail, go down this, mail-in voting is not a good deal. Is it because of what the Democrats are saying or wanting? Is the United States Postal Service really going in and saying they're in disagreement with this administration, or saying, look, you called us out and said there's some inherent flaw, we're going to go into blockchain? I don't think so, but I don't know, but I don't think so. I think there's a reason why the United States Postal Service is going into blockchain, and it has little to nothing to do with this current administration's bias, not bias, liking, not liking an idea of mail-in voting and pointing out some flaws. I think it's bigger than that, because, these post offices, they're kind of everywhere, right? And so filing a blockchain patent would allow for a lot of things to take place. And I think that's what it's about. I think it's about the fact that they're everywhere and going into blockchain. It may be digital wallet access. It may be, I don't know, digital asset access. I don't know. But I don't think it's about mail-in voting. Mail-in voting? Yeah, I don't think that's what it's about, right? So anyway, a voting system comprising a blockchain access layer configured to receive input from a user-operated mobile computing device. The input comprising a computer-readable code scanned from a physical ballot selections, and an electronic signature, and receive input from an election official system. The input comprising a ballot and an election identifier, a first database in communication with the blockchain access layer, the first database configured to receive and store ballot selections on the electronic signature from the blockchain access layer. And so I'm not going to read more into it, but this is kind of outlining all the voting systems, right? And that's interesting. And I think that's cool, right? But it's blockchain. And the fact that they're doing that and they're saying that you can do these things with your phone, I think there's a bigger picture. We shall soon see. I think there's a bigger, a greater narrative than the voting thing. This is interesting. Abstract. A voting system can use the security of blockchain and the mail to provide a reliable voting system. A registered voter receives a computer-readable code in the mail and confirms identity and confirms correct ballot information in an election. The system separates voter ID and votes to ensure voter anonymity and stores votes on a distributed ledger and a blockchain. And again, if you can do this, you can do other things on this blockchain in this distributed ledger. And I think there's a bigger picture and a bigger narrative to it all. But shout out to the United States Postal Service for doing some things on blockchain. That is absolutely a pretty cool deal to see. And again, shout out to my guy, Alex Yeet, for sharing that with me. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this video up. And I'm going to end it like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in. So we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.